We get back to work. We got a lot of work to do. Stop screwing around. All right, I gotta do some sanding. Sorry, there's no how-to video this week. I'm hard at work. Back on the Pocket Trawler over here. I got a lot of projects in the works right now. No pun intended. My daughter gave me this little violin to play. She saw my New Year's episode and she was a little bit disappointed. I just love it. This thing is awesome. While I got you here, let me go ahead and tell you about some things I have planned for 2026. I'm gonna start trying to flesh out my Patreon account a little bit more, and I wanted to let you know this ahead of time. I'm gonna be doing some special episodes where I talk about some of the components that I've chosen for the Pocket Trawler, things like the electric toilet and the VHF radio, how I chose the radar, all sorts of little details about the items that I'm buying and installing in the boat. Well, how did I pick them? What were my options? What options might you have if you're doing something similar? I'm gonna try and cover some of that more detailed information insofar as unboxing and buying these items. Well, that'll all be on Patreon for you to take a look at. I call it behind the scenes. New for 2026, I've begun to start putting out some e-booklets, little publications that have to do with certain projects that I've been doing in my BoatWerks over the years, and in particular things like the Compact 16 pilot house build, the Mustang 22 trailerable sailboat, this little boat that managed to make its way across the Atlantic Ocean. You're gonna wanna hear all about these things. All these EPUBs are free on my Patreon, but there's a catch. You got to sign up for Patreon. You got to sign up at the entry level, $5 to support the channel. $5 gets you access to all my behind the scenes content. And eventually, a lot of my episodes, they're all going to be going over to Patreon instead of being out there free in YouTube land. For this year, right now, this year alone, that's the $5 rate. It'll get you everything that you want to see about Motor City Boat Werks, but very soon it's going to end up being probably $10 or more. That's just the way it is. You know, supply chain, tariffs, that sort of stuff, all the prices go up. So while you can, get your $5 membership to the Patreon. I promise you, my Patreon is not just a bunch of people standing around talking about what are they going to do for their summer vacation and wearing bikinis. My bikini doesn't fit. You're gonna get real boat building and boat information. Check it out.
Do you want to try some of these projects? Well, I make my notes and my parts list, all of the details from my Vinci notebook available to the workers. Workers also get access to my ebooks. The book I wrote about restoring a classic 30-foot sailboat, you get that free. My guide to building a pilot house on a small sailboat, you also get that free. Every worker gets a free shop sticker. You get behind the scenes footage and you get updates from me as I'm working through the projects in the BoatWerks. But wait, there's more. Depending on what tier you are as a Patreon supporter, well, you get a discount on my consulting, on my personal coaching for your boat restoration project. Check it out. All you have to do is go over to my Patreon account, sign up as a worker. Even if you can't afford to support the channel right now, sign up as a free worker because sometimes I give away free information.
If you got a kick out of this video, do me a favor, take the link and go ahead and post it everywhere that you see a boat building, sad fishing episode. Let's remind everyone to stay motivated, keep working. I'll be back again soon with lots of new episodes for the 2026 year. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Motor City Boat Werks has no sponsors, and I get no compensation from any of the companies or the products that I sometimes mention on my channel.